It was in 1983 my journey started with Swami. I was in UK and I was visiting my uncle, Mr. Kundra, who is my maternal uncle. And I just took a small photo of Swami from him. And I used to do puja on Mondays and Friday and with the fasting. And I kept Swami's photo in that altar and was praying to Swami, that Swami, please also call me. I want to have your darshan. And in July or August, I came to Bombay. And it happened that it was, I think, beginning of August in 83. It was past 1 o'clock at night or 1:30. And there was a telephone call coming in. And in those days, if somebody has to call, there's some coin you put in the telephone booth and you can only get connected to the phone. It was ringing and I picked up the phone and nobody was there on the other side. So I waited for a few seconds. I put it down. It rang 2 or 3 times and I didn't pick it up. And finally I put the receiver away from the telephone. I thought it's somebody just playing a joke or so. But my wife said, no, put it back because there could be an emergency. And 4th time, my uncle from the other side said my name and said, what are you doing? I said, oh, uncle, this is 1:32 in the morning and I'm sleeping. It's raining outside. So I said, where are you? He said, I'm at Bombay airport and I'm going to Sathya Sai Baba's ashram. Why don't you come over? I said, it's not possible because next week I have a flight back to Amsterdam and I won't be able to come. So he said, try in 1 week, maybe you can come back. So I said, it won't be possible. But he said, okay, come to the airport and have a meeting with me. I said, okay, but it was since very early morning and I couldn't possible get up, became a little lazy and I slept over. But by sleeping, I was just praying. I didn't know Swami at the time. My guess was that, okay, it's kind of a holy man who can give some kind of blessing and all that. So I was praying that, Baba, please call me. I wanted to visit. Please call me for I think for a bit, maybe half an hour or so. And next morning, I told my wife, what do you think? Should I go? So she said, okay, you can go. I said, okay, let me try because my ticket was booked to fly back to Amsterdam. So I said, okay, let me check. It was on wait listed. So I'll check if Air India says it's already confirmed, then maybe I can go back to Amsterdam. If not, possibly I can go to Puttaparthi. In the morning, I called Air India and Air India said, you're still wait listed. So I said, okay, that's a good sign. But next day was 15th of August, 83. So I said, it's very difficult to wait to get the ticket now. But fortunately, one of our neighbor who was working in one travel agency, he said, Mr. Puri, I can arrange the ticket. So he said, but you have to pick up the ticket from my office, which is a bit far away. I said, okay, no problem. So I called one of my known persons and I said, can you please pick up the tickets from the office? I gave the address and also some cash because those days there was no ATM cards and all that. So it was either check. And he said, don't worry, I'll bring the cash. You can come back and give me. So this is how the ticket was arranged. Then I flew to Bangalore. So I was wondering from Bangalore, how will I go to Puttaparthi? So as I landed and I came out of the airport, as I was in the arrival hall, came out and I saw a small stall where Swami's photo was there. It was arranging I think, like a taxi stand. So I asked him, I said, will you go to Puttaparthi? He said, yes. And I was talking to him. In the meantime, another couple came and they were from UK. So I asked him, are you going to Puttaparthi? He said, yes. Oh, I said, good. At least there is somebody else to accompany me. In the meantime, another gentleman came. He was also from UK. So he was also coming. So we said, okay, all 4 of us were new. So they said, oh, we'll take one taxi. So all the way I was only thinking how I'm going to get my uncle. I don't know the place, where I'll find him, how I'll find him. But see, all the way from Bangalore to Puttaparthi, my thoughts were only how to find my uncle. And the moment we entered into Gopuram gate, my uncle was standing at the gate. So I was surprised. So I saw him, he said, oh, he said, Ravi, you have come? I said, yeah, yes. So I said, yes, uncle. So he said, good. So this is how it started. And after 2 or 3 days, we were called for an interview. And we were taken in by Swami in the interview room. And we were 5 people. My uncle, and his family, plus me, and plus one of his niece. So, and there were another 2 gentlemen with us. So Swami said, Kundra, who are these? He said, Swami, they are not with me. Only my nephew, my niece, and my family. So he said, it's all your fault. He said, Swami, but I didn't call them. I don't know even. So Swami said, he sent those 2 people outside and said, Tumko bhi jao. So we all were pushed out of the interview room without any word. And that was the first interaction with Swami. So, and after a week, my uncle was called, but Swami clearly said, you, your wife, your daughter, your son. So myself and my other cousin, they were left out. So anyway, the interview was over. So my uncle said, okay, you stay back. I said, yes, since I have come first time, I would like to stay. And I told my wife I'll be back in a week or 10 days. But I was left here, then I didn't know anything. But I was fortunate that I was getting a good place to sit. And Swami had interaction with me. Swami gave me his autograph on one of the photo, gave me vibhuti. And one day Swami asked me, sitting in the line, when are you going? No, I didn't know anything what to answer. I just said, Swami, I was going back, but you kept me back here. So Swami walked away. And after, I think, 3 or 4 days, it was announced that Swami is going to Bangalore, Whitefield. So, well, I thought what to do now. I was completely new. But I said, okay, I will also go to Whitefield. I went to Whitefield. And there I told Swami, leaving. Swami said, yes. So after 2 days, I left back to Bombay. And from Bombay, then after a few days, I went back to Amsterdam. So that was the first interview. And then second time in February 84, Mahashivratri, my uncle said, my full name is Ravinder, but my uncle in home, they all call me Ravi. So he said, Ravi, will you like to come to Puttaparthi? I'm going for Shivratri. So I said, yes, I will come. And my family was still in Bombay. So we came to Bombay. And my uncle said, okay, are you coming alone or you with the family? I said, no, we'll come all. So my uncle said, okay, I will leave. So he came to Puttaparthi. And we said, okay, we'll follow you in 3-4 days' time. I told my wife, we'll go. My wife said, no, I'm not going to all these sadhus and all these type of people. I don't want to go. I don't believe. I said, look, come. Once you'll go there, you'll feel that is a place I should have been there. But very reluctantly, she agreed. So we came over to Bangalore. It was evening time. Said, okay, we stay overnight in a hotel. And next day morning, we'll go. Now, at night, she again said, I'm not coming. She was adamant, no, I'm not going at all. So finally, after a lot of persuasion, she finally said, okay, on one condition, if Baba calls me the first day for interview, then I will believe that he is really God. So insidely, I thought, my God, that will not be possible because I know through my uncle how Swami calls, how many people have to wait for sometime for days or weeks together. Anyway, I brought her here. So after Shivratri, Swami called all of us. So inside the interview room, the first thing, interaction with Swami to her. In Hindi, he said, Shuru mein aane ko tumne bahut hat kiya. That means you were very, very, very reluctant to come. So she said, how do you know, Swami? So I said, I know everything. So Swami told her about things at home and all those things. She said, oh my God. I said, Baba, you know everything? And then I said, Swami, she keeps Shiva's fast every Mondays. Swami said, all gods are one. Then she said, Swami, I want one Shivlingam. Dega, dega, dega. Swami said so. And then few minutes later, the interview was over. So we came back. So they were still in Bombay. I went back to Amsterdam. And after going back to Amsterdam, I was getting a lot of dreams of Swami. Lot of dreams. And in one dream, I found myself at Shirdi. So as I went to Shirdi, I saw there a temple. I was just touched Shirdi Baba's samadhi, and suddenly Swami, suddenly Shirdi Baba, just from the samadhi, he stood in front of me. And tum aa gaye? Or you have come? I said, yes, Baba. Good. And then, kaisa hai? 2 times he spoke with me, and then he said, give me some money, kuch paisa do. So I said, Baba, how much? He said, your will. How much you want to wish to give, you give. And I said, no, you tell me. And then he said, no, it's up to you. And then in the dream, I said, okay, since in Dutch currency it was some amount. So he said, good. And a couple of minutes later, with all the blessings, so dream was over. And I wanted to make a business trip to Singapore, Hong Kong. So I said, okay, I'll go to Bombay, meet my family, and then I'll go to further trip. So when I was in Bombay, I told my wife that this is the dream I had. So instead of going to Puttaparthi, why not we go to Shirdi? So she said, okay. We went to Shirdi. Now, at Shirdi, there is a small box where you can put the money. So I told my wife that the Dutch currency into how much Indian rupees, put in an envelope and put in that box. And I told her so much money you should put. So we did all the pranamams and darshan of Samadhi of Shri Baba, and we came out. I said, did you put all the money? No, I put only this much. So I said, I clearly said, you put all that money, Swami, I promised to Baba. She said, it's okay, no problem. Anyway, so we came back. I went to Amsterdam. She was there. And in between I was talking to her. She said, many times, Nag, cobra is appearing to me in dreams. So I said, it's a very good sign because you keep fast of Mondays. So there must be a good sign that she was be happy with you. So it went down, and we came in 85 in July, August. And she was getting dreams, regular dreams of cobra appearing, but it do nothing, no harm to her. We were here, we were given one room in West Prasanthi. So one morning when she got up, she said, I was getting down on the stairs and I found cobra there again. And with the hood but it's not harming. So we were very much puzzled as to what to do. So we spoke to some lady, some I think some devotee was living in the ashram. And she suggested, she said, you go to so-and-so person. She was living in South Prasanthi. And I forgot her name. And she had also seen darshan of Shirdi Baba. So she said, if you go to her, she might be able to help you with this. So we found out which room number in South Prasanthi. And we went to her. And her voice was not very clear because she had, I think, face paralysis. So we explained everything to her. She said, look, if you have promised to Shri Baba, so Shri Baba and Parthi Baba same. You promise and you have not kept your promise. That's why the cobra is reminding you your promise. Because your husband promised to Shri Baba and you have not done it. So it's reminding you that please give that money what your husband has promised. She said, best thing is to put in an envelope and try to give to Baba. Now, so that amount we put in an envelope, and I took the envelope and I was sitting. In those days, there was a Ganesha statue there. In front of the Ganesha, there was a small, door like, so people could sit there in that passage. So I was sitting there with the envelope like this, and it was Aarti time. So Swami went into the mandir, bhajan was going on, and I was showing that envelope to, and sitting from there to there, I thought, I don't know whether Swami could notice it or not. But after 2 or 3 bhajans, Swami got up from the chair, came out the veranda, and slowly walked near that. It used to be there's a garden, small, and there's behind that, before that, I think there's a Ganesha statue was there. So Swami slowly walked, stood near the Ganesha statue, and I was only hoping against hope that Swami comes and take that envelope from me. Believe me, Swami came right till where I was sitting, took that cover from me, went back. Didn't speak to anybody, no nothing, just came to pick up that envelope from me. So after Swami took that, my wife never had any dream of Cobra anymore. And after that, we had been coming, I think, every time. And then 1988, my wife didn't come, I was alone. And I used to wear a, silver ring with the Shri Baba's emblem on it. And I was wearing on this small ring, a small finger. So Swami called me for the interview. I went in, and then Swami sitting, all those devotees were sitting there, and Swami said, "Hey, come here." So I went there. He said, "Give me that ring." So Swami took the ring. So Swami said, "Oh, humne nahi diya." Yes, Swami, you didn't give. And suddenly Swami blew on it, and the ring disappeared. And then Swami waved his hand, and a beautiful, I think it was a green stone ring came in his hand. So Swami put on my same finger and said, "Sai at peace." So interview was over. Okay. And then we came in 1989. Yeah. So Swami called first again for interview. And we were sitting there, and Swami asked my wife, "Did I give you the Shivlingam?" "No, Swami." And Swami said, what a pity. Immediately Swami waved his hand, and Shivlingam came and gave to my wife. And we had a very beautiful interview. Swami asked about the family, everything. After we came out, and we were wondering, in 84, my wife said, if he is not God, how hundreds of thousand people Swami had given interview. How did Baba knew that I've asked Shivling and Swami has not given, and he knew after 5 years I got this. So we were all very, very happy to have the Shivling. And I had already ring earlier. And then we have been coming every time. In 1992 or 93, we came to Whitefield. And we had interview with Swami. So very graciously, Swami was very, very kind to us. And then Swami said, "Robe diya?" Said Swami, no, Swami. Then Swami went inside. We were 3, my uncle, Mr Kundra, my younger brother, Ravinder Puri, and myself. So Swami went inside and brought 3 robe and given each of us. And the next time we came in 1994, and it was, in 95, Swami's 70th birthday was coming, and we thought we should do something, some kind of seva. So we were after, Swami was very gracious, calling almost every day, morning, evening. And we thought of how to approach Swami about the seva. But Swami every time was telling us heart to heart. And that's it. So one day in the morning, we went to Colonel Yoga House. We said, "Uncle, please tell us. We want to do some 70th birthday seva for Swami." So he said, "Did you ask Swami?" I said, "Swami is not giving us any hint, nothing of the sort. We tried our best, but Swami is not giving anything, allowing us any kind of seva." So he said, "I can tell you one thing, but how you can get Swami agree to it is up to you." I said, "Okay, Uncle, tell us." So he said, "Look, we have 2 canteens. One is South Indian Canteen, which caters mostly about south part of the country. And there's overseas canteen, which is for foreigners or NRA who would like to have those kind of food. There's nothing which North Indian or West Indian or rest of the Indian, devotees can have the food. So why don't you open one North Indian canteen here? But now it's up to you how you can get permission from Swami. So in the evening, Swami called us again. So we said, Swami, we want, if you can agree to one of our requests. Swami said, Bolo. So Swami, if you give us permission, we would like to, open one North Indian canteen here. Swami said, not necessary. We have two canteens, South Indian canteen, overseas canteen. There's already 2 canteens. Why do you want to have another canteen? No. We said, Swami, no, the problem is that it's a very spicy food in South Indian canteen. Then people from other part of the country, they cannot eat, for longer period of South Indian canteen. It's a bit spicy food. And overseas canteen is catering most of the time is Western type of food. So, and Swami didn't agree. So it went on for, I think, for a week. We were almost Swami was calling every either morning or evening, discussing. We were only after one thing. Swami, please. After 1 week, I remember, finally Swami said, it was in the morning interview, Swami said, okay, go ahead. So we were very happy after the interview over. We went straight to Colonel Yogara's place. So we said, Uncle, Swami agreed. We said, very nice. Okay, now when you go back, sir, you make the arrangements, so we'll construct. So that was in 94. And then Colonel Yogara also said, look, super specialty hospital, we need some machinery from Germany. So I said, okay, absolutely no problem. If it's no problem, please tell us what is the requirement. It's very nice. We would like to do the seva because the Swami has already spoken to us about the super specialty hospital, and it will be really privilege for us to do if we can do any seva there. So there was list of equipments which was from Germany. We arranged that one. It was arranged. Some was from UK. So we arranged and sent it to Madras in those days, now Chennai. And Mr. Srinivasan cleared all that equipment. And when Swami came to know, Swami said, why did you do it? So Swami, it was for the super specialty hospital and they wanted it. So we did it. So Swami was not that pleased, but Swami still gave us blessings. So, and the coming part to the canteen. So the building was ready in 95, before Swami's birthday. So I think Punjab Sevadal state, they came, they ran for I think 5 days or so free food. And after that, so 95, 96, nothing was happening. Canteen, nobody was opening. That was a building lying idle. So I came here in 97 January. And I approached Swami. So Swami called me and said, Swami, this white elephant is standing. Swami said, what? I said, Swami, the North Indian Canteen building, it's just lying vacant. And it's not being used. So Swami said, kaun chalayega? So I said, Swami, if you give permission, I have seen Punjab State coordinator is here, Mr. Bhardwaj. I'll speak to him if they can arrange it. So Swami said, okay. I came out and I spoke to him. He said, look, Mr. Puri, we can do it, but we need to speak to the state president, Mr. Kapoor. So this is how the canteen part of it was going on. But in between, I have another thing that in 94, we were here in Christmas time and Swami called. There were so many, I think a lot of crowd was there. And there was also, my uncle had lot of devotees with him. I had also some people with me. So Swami called us for the interview. And while talking, suddenly Swami materialized a watch. And I thought, okay, there were senior devotees like my uncle and then Mr. Radia was also a very old devotee of Swami. They were all there. So I said, this must be who's the lucky guy who will get this watch. Suddenly Swami called me, hey Pakoda, come here. So I went there. So I had another watch. Swami removed my watch, that one. And Swami put this watch on my wrist. And then Swami said, हमको तुमसे प्यार है कितना ये तुम नहीं जानते. Oh, I was so happy, so pleased. And I touched Swami's lotus feet. And then Swami called us in a room for the interview. Swami spoke. Swami asked how long you will be here. So Swami, we'll be here till before Christmas we want to go. So Swami said, okay. So Swami said, okay, I'll call you again. And the interview was over. Then after 2 or 3 weeks, and I gave a letter to Swami. That Swami, if you permit us, we'd like to go. And Swami read that note like this, folded, put in the pocket, and Swami said, I will tell you. And we wanted to visit, because my children were also there with family, so my wife, and they wanted to visit Goa. So I said, no, they wanted to go for Christmas. So, and Swami is not giving permission. Every time when I ask, Swami just say, okay, wait. And then Christmas is over. 31st December came. And on 1st January, Swami called us. And Swami said in Hindi, तुमको रोक के रखा है न्यू ईयर की blessing देने के लिए. And I said, Swami, my wife and children wanted to go to Goa. Swami said, Goa, not good. But I don't interfere in the conscience of the people. So, in a way, it was no, but also very diplomatically, Swami washed his hand that if you want to go, but no. So anyway, interview was over. Swami gave us blessings. Swami said, okay, kabhi jata hai? Swami, we're leaving day after tomorrow. Swami said, very happy. So, and then we went, and so Goa trip was over. We didn't go, and we never went to Goa after that. We said, okay, if Swami said like this, so it's not good for us to go to Goa. So, and then we went back to Holland. My son insisted that I want to, after his 10th standard, and he said, I want to study in Swami's university. So I said, okay, how to do it? So, I called Mr. Srinivas, and Swami was in Whitefield. So I called Srinivas and I said to Mr. Srinivas, my son wanted to have his admission in Swami's university. So could you please speak to Swami and let me know what Swami says? So he said, call me after a day or two. So I called. He said, look, I spoke to Swami, but didn't get any answer. I suggest, why don't you fly over and come? It's better. So I said, should I bring my son? He said, yeah, I think better you come, both of you. So we flew, we came here. And I think in the meantime, he must have spoken to Swami. And the Swami said, okay, called us. Swami said, you take economics to my son. So I said, okay. So Swami said, okay, you go to Puttaparthi, meet Vice Chancellor, and then come back. So I said, okay, Swami. We went to Puttaparthi to meet Vice Chancellor. So he said, okay, where are the certificates? So I said, look, he gave exam, but result is not yet over. So he said, sorry, I cannot give admission without certificates. It's not possible. So I said, look, Swami asked me to come, and I come to you. So whatever you say, I'll go and tell Swami. So he said, sorry, I cannot give admission without certificates. I said, okay, fine enough. So I went back. So in the evening, Colonel Yogarao met me. He said, what happened? I said, look, he said, I cannot give without his certificates. I said, okay. He said, fine, no problem. You can tell Swami. So, and Swami then next day in the Darshan Ramesh hall, Swami asked me, what happened? And Swami, this is what he said. Swami said, okay, baat karta hai. And then next morning, Swami called me for the interview with my son. So I explained everything to Swami. Swami said, okay, idhar ruko, Swami dekhta hai. So, and then we were here for some time, and then was summer showers. So Swami said, okay, you stay here. And then after, I think 3 or 4 days, Swami called me, said, you go back because business is there, leave son here. So I said, where to leave Swami? Swami said, here, he is staying here. I said, okay, Swami. And then next day, Swami said, no, okay, you also stay. attend that session, summer showers, and then Swami will speak to you. After the summer showers are over, then Swami called me. Swami said, I'm going to Puttaparthi, so you come. So I said, okay, Swami. And next day, I sent a message through Colonel Yogaraj, asked Puri to come Puttaparthi. I'm leaving tomorrow, so he can come to Puttaparthi. So next day, Swami was leaving, so Colonel Yogaraj said, okay, you follow us. I went to Puttaparthi. See, I think we arrived there at 1:30 or so. And the first thing the Swami called is Vice Chancellor. And Vice Chancellor, after he spoke to him, Vice Chancellor came out. And then Swami called me and my son. Admission deta hai, kal Vice Chancellor ko jaake milna. So we met, and then Swami said, okay, so go to Whitefield. So you get admission is all done. So leave the son there and you go back. So I left my son there and I went back to Holland. And I came in October. October. And then I met my son and I came to Puttaparthi to have Swami's darshan. And Swami called me for the interview. I said, Swami, son wanted to have your darshan. Swami said, no, it's not good because what others will think. So I said, okay, Swami. And Swami said, anyway, they are coming for birthday celebration, so he'll come. So I said, you tell warden to let him sleep in Trai. So Swami was very graciously given his blessing. So he can sleep in Trai. So, and then we came, I think I was here in birthday time, but my son had typhoid, so he was a relapse of typhoid, so he became very weak. And then Swami called us for interview, and then he said, take him to Bombay and let him stay for some time. But eventually something went wrong and my son couldn't come on time, so then I was called and there was some problem. And Swami said, better for his health, you take him back to Holland. So we took him back to Holland in 96. And then in January 97, when the canteen, we spoke to Punjab State President and all that. So after the Guru Purnima of 97, so Punjab people, the State President took all the cooks, all the sevadal. There was nobody. So then problem happened. So we told Swami, but then Swami said, okay, you go back. Then in 97, I think we came before Swami's birthday. So things arranged directly from us without Punjab state organization was not involved. Privately we arranged cooks and then Sevadal we got from Secretary Mr. Chakravarti. So it started running with Swami's blessing. Everything is okay. And then I remember in 98 or 99, something went wrong somewhere. Swami didn't speak to us for 2 years. Whenever we tried, Swami will just ignore. And you would know Swami, even you stand, you do whatever you do. If Swami is not talking to you, you don't exist. So after 2 years of our sending letters and asking Swami's forgiveness, if anything mistake or whatever happened, mistake by us, please Swami forgive us. So myself, my brother, my uncle, my auntie. So it was 2 years, 98 and 99. And after 2 years, Swami then called us for the interview. The first thing we said, Swami, these 2 years were like, it was how we went through it, we only know it. In Hindi, Swami said, तुमको मालूम नहीं 2 साल तुमसे ना बात करके स्वामी को कैसा हुआ. Oh, we were really touched that how Swami also felt by not talking to his devotees. It's not only devotees who feel the pang of separation, or it's also Bhagawan, God incarnation, also had that kind of, towards his devotees, that he also have that pains not talking to his devotees. And we were really, really touched by his these words. Yeah, in between, I think 99 or something, Swami again in the interview, Swami asked me, give the ring. So it was a green ring. I gave it to Swami, and Swami just blew on it. It turned into a white stone. And Swami again, how well he knew, he again put it on the same small finger. And he said, this is a good blessing for you. I was so touched with Swami's love. And then in 2002, when Swami had a fall, I called the warden at Whitefield. And I said, if you can please ask Swami that if Mr. Puri wants to come from Holland, if Swami give permission, he would like to visit. So, and he said, okay. So I called the next day. He said, I spoke to Swami. Swami said, no need. It's all fine. No need to come. So it's okay. And then I came on Guru Purnima with my son. So, and Swami called us for interview. And inside the interview room, me and my son. So while talking to Swami, I got very emotional. My tears were coming from my eyes, seeing Swami in that condition. And then I said, Swami, why do you have to take this on you? So I was really, because the tears were coming, so I couldn't speak. And Swami said, who am I? Who am I? Don't worry. Like giving us assurance that to this Bhagawan, nothing can go wrong. He is the Lord of the Lord. So I said, okay, Swami. And we had a good time with Swami. So then we came out, and the Swami had also very good photos got clicked with it. So then Swami blessed us. And I was a little bit satisfied inside that, okay, because Swami gave his assurance that all fine. And so we were, and then I think I came in 2003, and then with my son, then Swami called me inside with my son and said, Swami, I want to go to, discussing with some business thing. I said, Swami, I would like to, if you permit me, your permission, I want to go to Bangladesh for some business trip. Swami said, oh, very nice, very nice. And Swami said, Mohammedan country, very good, visit. So Swami said, when you are going? I said, Swami, hopefully by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Swami said, okay, Swami's blessing. So I left. My son was here, so I left for Bangladesh. And then Swami asked my son, father gone? So he said, yes, Swami. Oh, very happy. And then I came back. So then we came here in 2004. So every time we were coming, and Swami graciously every time granted an interview. And then it was, I think, 2009. And we wanted to renovate the canteen, because the canteen what was built was 1994. So few things were to be done. So I took permission from Swami. Swami, we like to, make some changes and some renovation. So Swami said, okay. So I spoke to Mr. Chakravarti. He said, I told him these things we would like to do it. And he said, okay, because in April Swami will go. And the moment Swami goes, you have time. So April, mid or something until May. So you have about 6 weeks. So it should be ready. I said, yes. So I spoke to the person who was given the contract. So he said, no problem. We'll be able to finish by 5 to 6 weeks. I have the map also, the sketch, how the whole thing was drawn, and so I showed. So I said, fine. So I discussed with Mr. Chakravarti. He said, no problem. So the work was started the day Swami left. Next day, the renovation started. And unfortunately, Swami came back, but the canteen was not yet ready. And in between, I was speaking to Mr. Chakravarti. I said, we are needing a little bit more time because, once you start something, it always something new comes up. So I said, no problem. We have 2 canteens running. So Mr. Puri, take your time. It shouldn't be in a hurry, but it should be done, but it should not be done in a hurry. So it was, I think, by end of June or third week of June, it was ready. So we came in July before the birthday to start the canteen. So we had taken the photos of the canteen, all the thing. And we also arranged a chapati making machine, which we got from Punjab. So we were very happy, took all the photos. Sitting there, Swami came and I was showing to Swami. And Swami very curtly said, "Dekha hai humne." Like he was not happy at all. So I was a little taken aback. I said, oh my God, Swami is not in a mood. So next day again I tried and Swami again said, "Dekha hai humne." So, and then after 3-4 days, now the birthday, the Guru Purnima day is coming nearby, and we wanted to start the canteen. And the devotees are asking, and staff is asking, "Sir, when the canteen is going to be open?" So I couldn't say anything. Whenever I asked Swami, I stand up, I said, and Swami, please permission to start the canteen. No. So it was almost 4 or 5 days, no permission. So I thought something is wrong, something went wrong. And then insidely I was thinking, my God, Swami is upset because why the canteen was not open when Swami was, the first day when Swami came here. So I thought what to do. Then my younger brother came and he said, what happened? The canteen not started. I said, Swami is not giving permission to start. What is to be done? Then we said, okay, what to do? I said, look, there's only now one option left. And that is when Swami chair goes inside the car, we both should put our, neck inside and we won't leave until Swami agrees. Same thing happened. As the darshan aarti is over, Swami's chair came, and as the chair was going in, we both went inside with it. And Swami is looking at us, so we pleading to Swami, Swami, please, Swami, allow us, Swami, give permission. Devotees are asking, and they are eating outside food. Outside food is expensive and not very healthy. I think it took almost 5 or 10 minutes. Finally, Swami gave us permission that, okay, start. And then we started this canteen. Then it was, before Guru Purnima, a day or two before it started. And it went all very smoothly. 2010, it was in, I think it was somewhere in after Guru Purnima or in between that time, Swami called me. He said, Swami, I said, when are you going? I said, Swami, I wanted to speak something. Swami said, Abhinay, when are you leaving? I said, Swami, if you give permission, I'll leave tomorrow. He said, very happy, gave me prasadam, and I left. Then I came back well before birthday in 2010. My son was also with me. So Swami called for interview, we discussed many things. And then we thought, okay, because the generator which we had, it was in 94, yeah, in 94 or 95 we installed. So I wanted to have a new generator, eco-friendly. And also we had cold storage, which was like, double air conditioning. It was not a real cold storage. So I was asking, Swami, please give permission. We wanted to do this. So Swami said, no. So the first interview, Swami didn't agree. So, and then Swami said, baad mein bulata hai. And then 2010 January, Swami again called. And again I said, Swami didn't agree. And then it was only me and my son and Swami. That was the interview. It went on for almost 45 minutes to 1 hour. I requested Swami, I have one photo, Swami. Swami says, yes, call Harish. So I came out and I called Harish and he came in. Swami said, bring camera. So Swami, he said, take photos. So I took from one angle. So Swami said, also take from other angle too. So he took 2 photos. And he said, you know, who is he? Pointing towards me. So Hari said, yes. Who? Swami said, asked him. He said, Mr Puri from Holland, North Indian Canteen. Swami said, yes. Bring these photos in the evening before darshan. So I was sitting there. So he gave me the photos. So when Swami came, I showed the photos. And Swami was very happy. And Swami said something, which I couldn't make out. Swami said, देखो दोनों को कैसे पकड़ के रखा हुआ है. So I said, oh my God. So, and that was really touching, so happy inwardly that Swami is so much blessing, Swami is so much love with us. And then in 2010, because my uncle, he passed away in 2008 November. So then most of the time I was coming because earlier my uncle used to be most of the time coming, and then I had to come more often because of the canteen. So in 2010, when I was here before birthday, so my son was also here. So after the birthday was over, and still I was asking Swami if we can change generator and we can do the refrigerator room. Swami was not giving permission. Every time I tried, I did my best. Swami didn't agree. And I think it was January 2011. And one day I wanted to go to Bangalore for some work, and I sought Swami's permission. So Swami, I asked Swami, I want to go to Bangalore. So Swami asked me, koi kaam hai? And Swami, little work. Wapas kabhi aata hai? And Swami, be back in the evening. Okay. And then I said, okay, now January 2011. So I had to go back to Holland. And then I started asking Swami permission to go back to Holland. Swami said no. Every time, I think it went on until February. So all this time, every week or so, I wanted Swami's permission, but Swami was not allowing me. My son was a bit upset with me. He said, Papa, why you are after Swami? He is not allowing you. Stay here. If Swami wants you to be here, you should be here. Little did I realize that this avatar is our dearest Swami, had some other plans. That's why he was giving me, like granting me maximum time to be in his presence. But little did I know that this will be a last chance of his physical darshan. But I didn't know it. Finally, I very reluctantly, Swami gave me permission, I think in February. I went back to Holland. And then in March, when I heard this, I have been was so sad. And I still cannot forgive myself that why didn't I listen to Swami and stayed here in that year. That was my journey with Swami from 1983 until 2011. And with that, I can say Swami has been very kind to me, to my family. Koti koti pranam to my dearest Swami. Saira.